working in different countries in the Pacific, that often, you know, the people that we work with, you know, not only necessarily, well, they're not usually performing artists for their day job as such, but they also know a huge number of amazing craftspeople who create, you know, jewellery and artwork and visual arts and all of that sort of thing. So one of the areas that we're really interested in developing is how do we also connect on that level so that the broader community benefits from a connection with New Zealand and with the broader world. So that potentially would be something like a kind of a merchandising type arrangement. And I guess the other area that we're interested in developing is becoming a sort of an agent for emerging Pacific artists in New Zealand and through the Pacific, so that we actually become a link for those artists again into the broader world. And that's also part of our mission, I guess, to, you know, to be in a privileged position that we are to share some of that with you know, emerging Pacific artists and to support them to grow through the industry and to have access to some of the resources that we do. So, yeah, it's kind of a broad range, and we're really hoping to grow that area of obviously fundraising and funding as much as we can.
And what would be needed to actually achieve that? You know, you mentioned that you want to set up a fundraising strategy. Yes. Is that something, are the skills in-house to do that, or do you, you know, I'm always wondering as funders, and we actually with the British Council we do that, we set up, especially on the connection between arts and cultural entrepreneurship, looking at ways, you know, to become more sustainable in models of operating, and how we as a funder actually, or as a partner funder, can actually help in raising that. But what would be, you know, if you look at working with, for example, the US foundations, or with the national government, you know, in France, getting funding from them, what would be recommendations maybe you have to funders in terms of how to work better together, or how to achieve, you know, a better partnership?
So,
is this working? Are you happy?
So we use the word partnership, and very often when, you know, two party or a few party come into the word partnership, and we just forget that we want to achieve we want to solve our problem, and we don't care about the other partner's problem. So and when Ria talk about when she get married, and then she first start to put money into this company that she